Hello everyone, welcome back to Roll. Today I'm going to be giving a strategy that I first saw by kelexpt. Decide how you might pronounce that yourselves. I will link the video down in the description below, but he posted this run to the Discord content creation tab and it looked interesting, so I thought I would try my spin on it. And the basic premise here is that we're trying to build up a 9 dice set with a Yahtzee of 97s to trigger a main 97 with a 99 times multiplier on, plus some 10x previous roll multipliers and some voids and that good stuff. So the very first thing we're going to do is build up our dice. So I will get a pair of 97s nice and early starting now. And that is another great run to a pair of 97s with 2017 rolls remaining. Having some good RNG on that front lately. So let's upgrade the shop once. Then we will re-roll and upgrade the shop again. I'm hoping that the second shop will be rebalanced a bit, because most of the stuff you find here doesn't ever really seem to be implemented into any type of build. So maybe sometime it will be improved. Right, so we want some of our basic multiplier stuff here. I'll take a 3x for one of those 97s. And then we want that re-rolling in triplicate if we could. There it is. Oh, not in triplicate, but re-rolling in all 6. Triplicate will come later. So with that gathered already, I think we can basically jump to the next tier straight away. Now, on this tier, we want to find some shop refresh adders. There's a set all die faces for a dice. We can do that on our 97 to increase our scoring at this stage. So that's going to make this part a little bit more swift, I think. So we're looking for shop refresh adders at the moment. There's 6 times re-rolling in triplicate. I think we'll pick that up. It's basically going to double our earnings on that die. Rather than rolling once extra, it's going to re-roll twice extra. So instead of rolling once extra, it's going to roll 4 times in total, which is twice as much as 1 extra from 2. That's mathematics. Right, the rest of the passive stuff I'm not going to get too hung up on buying yet. I want to find shop refresh adders so that we can get that going. Then as we build up the rest of our plan, we will be finding rerolls for the niche stuff later on that's going to be harder to find. We also want a bunch of voids. Now, the question then is, would I rather buy 1 void for 30 grand or a void die which has 5 voids on it for 169 grand? And I think that decision is pretty simple. My big concern right now, though, is if I buy that, the 97 that we have, whenever it shows up, is going to be times 2, times 4, times 8, times 16, times 32 for having 5 voids on it. But hey, we know we're never going to break the top of the leaderboard, and we also know that we need to collect a couple of extra dice to make this work. Although now that I see how many rolls it's going to take to get to 160,000, I'm already starting to doubt my choice. Possibly should have bought anything available right now to increase the speed at which we get to this 160,000. But then we can buy this void die. And what number did we get? 80, pretty high. Obviously, at some point we'll swap that out for some other stuff. And double our highest die is also going to be interesting. Also glue. We probably want glue on the face that isn't the void on that die. Then we would like that re-rolling in triplicate. I'll also pick up double highest die at this point because that's not going to be impacted by the rest of stuff as we move forward, I don't think. Right, then do we want to move a 97 onto that void die? Then add some multipliers to it. I'm going to regret doing this so early, aren't I? Right, we still want more shop refreshes. These are not shop refreshes. I'll double our 5x on that bottom die into a 10x. Now we want that re-rolling in triplicate as well. There we go. No extra shop refresh adders though. I'm going to hold off on buying score passives again for a hot minute. So we're going to focus on these shop refresh adders for a little while. Come on, game. Where's my good RNG now? Obviously, there's a bunch of other stuff I could be buying. But I'm focusing on this bit now to make the late game easier for us. Or I should definitely have made that top die re-roll in triplicate, though. Definitely can't deny that. And now for the life of me, I can't find a reroll in triplicate. But once we do, we should have all the shop refreshes we could ever need at this point. Come on. We've got to be there somewhere. I just want one thing. One little thing. It doesn't exist, I swear. I am going to be really daft, and I'm going to spend 140k just swapping these two die so that I can keep track of which is going to be our big finale die. And on that, I'm going to put a 10x. You already have the 10x because you are the whole die. There's 6 rerolls in triplicate. Right, now we can upgrade the shop, start taking other scoring passives, and start looking for the things we want. Which at this point I kind of can't remember what my intentions were. I've got so hung up on looking at those guys. Right. More dice. We need 3 more dice. And then we want 5 dice of all 97s. No, 4 dice of all 97s to make Yahtzees with this one. A dice of 10 times previous roll multipliers. And then maybe wilds or something. So we're going to need some extra dice. And we're going to need some move dice overs. We also will want non-standard multiples. How many rolls for 11 million? Probably too many. But we have it now. No weights, 200% extra. How many million was this? Only 4.2, that's fine. That's going to give us some good funding to where we're going. Right. So I want a move die face. Or if I can find a die face with the numbers 94 through 99, that's totally acceptable as well. There's one. So we'll pick that up. Then we'll settle die faces on that to 97. I'll take a doubles bonus 57%. 50%? 57%? Where did I get 57 from? I'm going doolally. Right, we don't need lottery stuff. There's a 10x previous roll multiplier. Now, eventually I want this on this die, but I'm not going to do that yet because as soon as this pops off with that, it's going to kind of cause us issues in building up too much score, which will make shopping too expensive. So I'm going to start building a die of those over on that side. I will take a BOGO for 6 mil. It's going to make other stuff cheap as we go. Reroll bonus for 100%, sure. But already I can see that we're not probably going to have enough rolls to get all this stuff going by the end of it. Square number bonuses we also want. As soon as we get to 9 die, that will become really important. But I think what I've done in part is just kind of rushed through too much stuff, resulting in me kind of like getting myself into this position where we're too late with not enough scoring, screwing us up. Right. We need 1 more die. That puts us on 9. We did just buy a die with all the numbers, so we can set that to 97. So we need 1 more of those. Passive Hunter, we do not need at this point. Square number of dice, reroll twice universally. We can probably find no weights reroll universally. There's another 10x multiplier. And also combine face multipliers, which is going to be important for trying to get that one big die to 9 times 99. Although with 550 rolls remaining, I am dubious. But we can now start cranking on that guy to try and get it up to 99 times. And as soon as we get one more die, that's going to increase our score a little bit. I don't think I need to glue anything at the moment. I don't want die that will add more die. That's going to be counterproductive. I will take another 10x previous roll multiplier while we found it. But if it's going to be that many rolls to buy one of these guys, I think we're going to screw ourselves over here. To which point I'm going to put one over there. Then rerolls are worth 50% more. I think we can do more finding something better for our exact position. Yahtzee plus 500%. How close are we to having a 97 Yahtzee? 1, 2, 3, 4 dice. We need one more. 179 million. Okay, we just got some ludicrously large roll. Probably from our 10x previous roll multiplier benefit. To the point where we can just add a copy of a dice. And the question becomes, do we add a copy of the 97s? Or do we add a copy of this guy with the two 10x previous roll multipliers on it, which we can then move on, we can kind of farm over to one die? I think we do that. So we now have 9 dice, that's how many we want. We now need a face move. I will take a 10x times multiplier for 1. We can start filling up one of our unused dice with that. So that's going to provide 10x whatever the whole roll was. There's a face mover. So we'll put one of these on there. Factor 18 multiplier will also increase our score on our entire roll by 2. Attached multiplier stack doesn't do anything for us. I'd love some wilds, but right now they're not the pressing issue. We'll keep getting this guy up to 99 on its multiplier, not on its face, of course. There's another movement. So we can put this one up here. Then we just need 2 more of those. Take another 10x, stick it on there. Question becomes, how much are we going to be able to do with the few rolls that we have remaining? Don't need any of this. Now, I do want the Yahtzee bonuses. And we can already afford it. So we'll grab that. Then we just need to make our great big face of 97s on that last one. Then we will always roll a 97 Yahtzee, which is going to be great. 38 is bigger than 1. Right, we can move a face swap. We can steal one of the 97s from here, put it on there. Then we can set all die faces over there to 97. Then we can add 10x to this. Now we just need 2 more set all die faces. Top 3 is going to do us a lot of scoring. We'll add add 5x onto that. I'm going to glue down this 10x here. Still haven't seen no weights triple universal reroll. So that's one that we really want right now. That wild is still incredibly expensive comparative to everything else we have going on. There's another 10x previous roll multiplier that we can add onto this one. Prime numbers re-roll in triplicate is not as important for us. We don't have lottery faces. We do want another 5x for that guy. No 99s plus 200% is another big one for us. The rest we don't need. There's another 10x. That puts us on 85. There's a settle die faces. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4 dice full of 97s, which means that 97 in the center will always be a Yahtzee when it appears. Doubles bonus we want because we want this 10x previous roll to double with this 10x previous roll. Let's take another 10x on this. That's 95. We just need a 5 more for that. Then we just want to try and basically think about how we can get more scoring on these 2 dice that remain. And so I think if we can move this die down to here and swap those 2, or swap this 10x face onto that bottom corner. So if we move this to here, we then have a better target to start putting wilds on. Because then if we get the wild adjacency bonus, that wild is probably going to be adjacent to one of the 2 die that will have the highest score. We still don't have universal rerolls in triplicate yet, which amazes me. But we do have that at 99 now. So what do I want rerolling in triplicate most? Probably this. We can take 10x more and put that on any numerical face value. So we'll stick that down there because it was made free by BOGO. Square numbers reroll universally twice. Still not really what I want. Prime numbers reroll in triplicate, also not really what I want. Lotteries and all in break the run. There's another 10x. Are we ever going to afford that? 4, 5, we are. So we'll stick that down, joining that friend there. There's no weights, triple universal roll. That's one we've been looking for a while. How expensive is it? 2.7 to the E16. Don't know that we'll get there. We did get there. So now everything's re-rolling in triplicate. Replaces a die face of your choice with a multi-face multiplier. When rolled, this face will have the value of the most common number, 99, times the number of occurrences, 4 or 5, times 10. Sure. Join this dice here. So now, still looking for wilds. and basically any other passives that really increase what's going on. Add previous roll to rerolls is definitely one of those. There's another 10x multiplier. But 2.1 E17 I think is... Oh, maybe not. Maybe not out of reach. Could have possibly just glued one of those down and got the same effect, but... You know, we're here now. I don't think I need another BOGO. Or Passive Hunter. There's a couple more wilds. If we buy the more expensive one first, it might make the cheaper one free. 6.4. We might not even get there. We need lucky rolls now. There you go. Now with 49 rolls remaining, if we spend the 6.4, we're gambling on ever getting back past E17 as our highest scorer. Right, what I really want to find now is wild adjacency bonus. Single set of a kind will have 1 Yahtzee. But I don't think we're going to afford it before we run out of rolls. So, there it is. There's my version of 3x3 with a Yahtzee of 97s. It got to most of what I wanted it to be. I stopped looking for a last one on here. I kind of forgot that we needed a extra one there. We did get everything re-rolling in triplicate in the end with no weights triple re-roll. And then these two dice were just kind of a hodgepodge at the end. But in any case... Oh, that's not the screen we want. Thank you ever so much for watching. Thank you once again to... I've forgotten your name, but I will find it. Kelexpt. Thank you for the inspiration on this design. We definitely got into the exponent scores, but I'm sure this could be improved ever so slightly to get you up to E17, E18, maybe E19 if you were very efficient about building it and then get some good runs. In any case, that's all for today. Thank you guys ever so much for watching. If you enjoyed the series, please do consider subscribing or hitting that like button. If you have any questions or comments, I'll put them down below, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers.